It's a brand new month. Welcome to September, everyone. What will gold and silver do in September? You know what I know? I know nothing, and neither do you. We have no damn idea because it's the precious metals. They could go anywhere, baby, but we will do our best. I'll give you live gold and silver and platinum analysis today as well. There are some key trend lines we need to look at, so we'll do that. And we'll do some subscriber show and tell as well. If you're watching this on the replay, use the time codes below. It's the easiest way to go to your favorite part. But look, if you're watching this live, look, you're among the best people in the world. You get to enjoy every single thing we do here at Good Morning Stackers, your week daily live show with me, Joe Main. But first, in the 1 minute of the show, the first 1 minute, we do the synchronized slurp. You grab a tasty beverage. I've got my tasty beverage. The rule is it must be slurped audibly. It is the honor system. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, do it. Yes, that is my face on the mug as well. And it says crypto, crypto, crypto. There's a longer story to that, which some of you actually already know. Who am I? I am Joe Main. I've worked in the precious metals industry, retail industry for 11 years. I've stacked for longer than that. Now I do this live show and I help you launch and grow on YouTube and other social media. I'm helping multiple different companies at one time, a whole bunch of different clients, launch and grow on YouTube and other social media as well. We pair YouTube with the right one for you. What's that for you? I don't know. Do you have a business? Maybe not. Do you work for a business? Probably do. Could they help grow? Could they do with growing their social media? Yeah, probably, because every business should. And I teach you the skills of how to do it. So hit me up with an email. Send me an email at gmstackers@gmail.com, gmstackers@gmail.com. But first, we've got to do our shout-outs. I tried a different format last week with different thumbnails and doing all this stuff, and I just didn't feel right. And the views were a little bit less as well. So I'm like, I'm just going back to the regular thing. So we do the shout-outs, of course, to everyone here. Hey, Pete. Oh, talking amongst yourselves. G'day, Living Adamant. Living Adamant, how are you feeling? Let me know. So you're feeling much better? We know you had a little bit of trouble a couple of weeks ago. Hope you're feeling fantastic. Knackers O'Reilly, have a good one. Hazza, fantastic. Hazza, GMS Stackers family. Busy today. We'll catch the replay later. That's exactly what we love. Tony, blah, blah, blah. I love this fact that you just talk amongst yourselves and we're building this community. Speaking of, I've got to make a bit of an announcement too. Mark, Florida, GMS, and grateful to hear that Living Adam Man is on the mend. Yeah, really good to see, mate. Debt is great. GMS missed all of last week. I know you weren't there. You weren't. Debt is great, but now you're here, and that's all we care about, really, that you're here at least some of the time. And Chat Mum, I missed half of last week too. Debt is great due to, you were moving house. So this is why we had so many less views last week. It wasn't actually so many less at all. But because you weren't there, Chat Mum. Tony Peterson, great to see you. That wind looks wild as. I live in Melbourne in Australia. Welcome to all my international subscribers. Hit the big red subscribe button to join said GMS family, the Good Morning Stackers family. But here in Melbourne, it's the last few nights it's been blowy as, and had to secure the trampoline and put like the heavy things on the feet and all that kind of stuff, because we nearly lost some stuff. Porn stars vid on silver. I know it's a show, but how silly is this? I don't know what you're talking about, but that's okay. But porn stars, that old show, great reality show. Actually, they've got a great what's the word I'm looking for? I can't think of the word, but a great format. It's a very good format, actually, and it's actually a format out of interest that I've tried to replicate a little bit in social media content, because it's actually a very good one. Let's see. Good morning, chat fam. Last few shout outs, and then we'll get to gold, silver, platinum analysis and subscriber show and tell today, especially when you bought the top early last week. So, Living Eminent, hope everyone in Tasmania and Victoria are buckled up and battened down the hatches. Yeah, it was really blowy last night. Not in the good way. GMS, Ashes Gold Adventures. GMS, I hope all is well. Yeah, we're doing pretty well. Thank you. No sound. Hit your volume button, mate. Unmute yourself because Tony has sound. The synchronized slurp. Don't worry, it's always your fault. It is always your fault. GMS says the Don. And Greg C, great to see you back in the house. GMS from Vietnam. Fantastic. Okay, people, here's what we're going to do. Let's talk about gold and silver and platinum, etc. We'll do some live price analysis. You've hit the time code. You want to see gold. What are we going to do in September? I don't know. Do you know? No, but let's just take a look at the live chart as we usually do every single morning. And of course, I will be talking about at some point in here my brand partners, which of course, as you know, are Perth Bullion Exchange, perthbullion.com.au, and Wealthstack, wealthstack.com. You'll hear a little bit more about them later on. Let's see now. Let's share the screen. Of course, you will be getting subscriber show and tell as well. Share the screen, people. Here we are. This is gold. I think I'll pull that back out a little bit. Yeah, about there. It's good. Here is gold on the weekly. I'll take you to the monthly. Here's the monthly time frame because we are talking about a brand new month. Monthly time frame priced in US dollars, 2,502. We're still above the $2,500 mark. Couple of things we need to consider. Let's talk about the positives, and then we'll talk about the potential. It depends on what you mean as a negative, but I probably need to show you the weekly time frame just to get a little bit better. Okay, so you can see very clearly. All right, so here's the positive. First off, here's the positive. We broke out of this trend line right here. We broke out of this sort of broadening wedge kind of thing, I guess if you want to call it that. We broke out, and that was a positive sign. We did technically close the week last week at or slightly above the trend line. So that's good. You didn't close below it. You didn't want to see that. And we have opened a new month though. So this month we did close above it technically, I think. Right here to, just above 2,500. So that's a positive as well. We didn't close below it, okay? We are in the new month though, so look, we can go anywhere. What we obviously want to see is, we just want to see a bounce off here, and I'll pop you onto the daily. Maybe that's the easiest way to show you. So now we have had, since we broke through, I would call this trend line, you could call it closed at or above, because this isn't going to be drawn in perfectly here. Okay, so you can now see that we have had, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 days. We had 1 day close below it, and it was a quick move too. So it was a fake out, oftentimes from a failed move to sustain below is a fast move in the opposite direction. So that was really positive to see. So out of 11 days, 10 of those days have been above this trend line. So that's positive, okay? And we even closed last week just at or above it. Okay, we are finding a little bit of resistance here right now on the daily time frame. The day has just started. Okay, the month has just started. So of course you have to take into account all the fake outs. So what generally happens is when the openings of new weeks, new days, new months, new any kind of time frames, it will fake you out. It will go in a direction, and you think, oh man, we're going down and down and down, and then it fakes you out. Or in the opposite way, it goes up, up, up. You say, we're in the clear, and then it spikes, and then it fakes you out. So you just got to watch out for those fake outs. So that's really, we're opening. Where are we on the daily time frame? We are opening below. We're still below it at the moment. Okay, but look, the monthly time frame. And this is where we'll look at the positives. Look at this. This is positive, but we just have to look at the other side too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months. Okay, and we're very close. We've gone into price discovery. We're above that 2,500. We're really close to the mother of all trend lines. It feels like to me, which is not an argument at all. Feelings mean nothing, but it feels like to me, because we're at the mother of all trend lines, that it feels like to me we're going to test that. Okay, right there, mother of all trend lines, as you know, 1980, 2011, right there, and then it just feels like it. Does it look like it to you? This is the 3 monthly or the quarterly time frame right here. If you look on the, so much noise. If you look on the relative strength index right here, if I can find my thing, we are trending up as well. Okay, so it feels like more likely, more than 50% chance, that we do see this move up to here first before we see any kind of major correction. And we will have a major correction along the way. So don't forget, we've broken out of a very major $2,080 level right here. 1, 2, 3 points. Okay, this is going back to 2020, 2022, and April of last year. Major level right there of 2080, and we've had on the quarterly time frame 1, 2, 3, 4 green quarters. That won't last forever. Okay, obviously it will tick over at some point and at least have a bit of a consolidation. Does it happen right here? Does it happen after we hit the mother of all trend lines right there? Yeah, quite possibly. Hopefully we actually sail through and find this as support and then on our way up. But we don't know, and that's the thing. And anyone who claims they know where it's going to go is deluding themselves or lying to you for a financial reason. Okay? But my feeling is that, and I could be completely wrong, is that because we had such a strong move and we had this big fake out right here. So last month we opened here, right? So we opened at 2,450 roughly, spiked all the way down to 2,365. And then we went blub, 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 blub. Thank you. I will take that. And we closed above the trend line. Technically, we closed roughly at or above that trend line right there. That's positive. It gives me pause to think, look, September looks, I think, more likely to be a green month than a red month. And I'll keep it maybe a 60% chance. So I'm not going to say, definitely. Okay. But it does look like in the next couple of months, at least, we're probably going to test the mother of all trend lines. Okay. What would be negating all that? What would make me quote unquote wrong on that? I'm only giving it a 60%. So I'm really quite on the fence for it because I really don't know. Neither do you. But what would negate all of that? What would say we are coming back down? I will show you. Obviously, closing below this uptrend line, not great. Let me show you these. Horizontal line, and that'll do. No, that'll do for now. So these right here. Of course, we've been talking about the 2,470. If we do come down to there, you've got to bounce from there. Otherwise, we're at least coming down to 2,400. Oh, that's the Karim line. No, that's not that one. I don't want that one. That was the Karim line. No, don't worry. We're at least going to test there. So I would say if we're going to test 2,470, most likely, you want to see that bounce there. Really need to see that bounce. We close below there. Don't, probably all the way back down to here to test at least this uptrend line there. But my feeling is good for now. Okay. That's really, I guess, all I've got to say for gold. Where will it go in September? I have no idea, but these are the main scenarios. And I'll do some brush strokes right here. If we come down to here, that's what you would want to see very, very quickly and onwards and upwards to the mother of all trend lines. Okay. And again, I don't give you predictions. Okay. Never do give you 100% predictions. What we want to see is this hold and this is on the weekly time frame. We want to see this kind of thing like that on the weekly. That's what you really want to see. And then onwards and upwards to the mother of all trend lines is again, it's at around about $2,650 give or take, $20 or so. What you really don't want to see is this old chestnut where we go like this in the next month or so, down, up, and that's what would likely happen right there. So 2,470, big line in the sand. Preferably want to hold this actually really at that trend line at around about your $2,500 level. But of course, as you know, I'm bullish on gold in the longer term, but we do have to take the other side of the coin, okay? Because we will absolutely at some point have some red quarters just like we do always, okay? So are we going to do it from here? Are we going to do it here? Are we going to do it above here? I don't damn know, but it's coming really soon because we are in extremely overbought or extremely overvalued for gold on the quarterly time frame. We're already in there. Again, you can have a few more months of up, okay? But we're getting into that area, which means eventually it will tick over. On the monthly time frame, we're already up in extremely overvalued or for gold or extremely overbought for gold. It can spend a few more months in there, but it eventually will tick over. So that's why for me, the mother of all trend lines is the big one to watch. But for September, well, slightly more than 50% chance. And really it's a crapshoot for me. whether we go up or whether we go down from here. My bias is towards up because we're so close to the mother of all trend lines that it just makes the most sense, that we do test it before any kind of major correction. Does that make sense? Good. That is gold. If you have a differing opinion, let me know below. I always want to hear your opinion too. Do you have technical analysis tools that you like to use which differ from mine or which could add to mine? Whether that's, are you good at Elliott Wave? Do you like the Ichimoku cloud stuff? Or, do you have anything that you think would be worth me looking at? Just post a comment below and let me know, and hit the big red subscribe button to join the GMS family. That's gold. Let's take a look at silver. Then we'll do platinum. Then we'll do some subscriber show and tell. Platinum on the monthly time frame. Let me take away all this stuff right here. $28.80 US cents. So technically, unfortunately, we closed below the back in business line for the month. Okay, the back in business line is at 29 US dollars right here. We did close below. Okay, that would suggest that we might be getting a touch again, potentially, of the top end of the best buy zone at $28 at least. So watch out for a potential test there. You don't want to see it close any month below 28 US dollars. That's not a good signal. Okay, on the daily time frame, yeah, here you go. See, this is the daily as well. We closed, last week we closed below. So this was a failure to hold and potentially a fast move down to 28. You never know. Just watch out for that level. Of course, we can get faked out and just onwards and upwards we go. But I will remain here for the back-end business line. We've got to stay and close numerous days above the back-end business line of 29 US dollars to say that we're making a play for the final hurdle of 31 US dollars. As you all know, that's my final hurdle to say that we are 100% in the bull market, barring market manipulation, black swan events, and all that. Once we get above 31, we close any month above it, it is go, go, go time for me. Of course, things can, it's not guaranteed. But watch out for that. That's it, because we are trending down. Out of interest, we're trending down on the relative strength index on the daily time frame. Okay, so we've got a bit of room to move down. On the weekly time frame, yeah, same thing. What do I say though? You've got to watch out for these fake outs, because this could be, because look at this on the weekly time frame. Right there, you could tick up right there. So just like honestly, this is I'm usually a little bit more definite than this. So I'm usually a bit more, 70% chance we go here, 80% chance we go here. I'm just really 50-50 at the start of this week, because you always have, as I said, you always have to be careful with the fake outs at the beginning of time frame. So we're at the beginning of a new month. We're also at the beginning of a new week too. So that's why I'm going to remain kind of 50-50 on most stuff. I just need to see it close back above the back in business line of 29 US dollars. And watch out for the 28. If we start closing weeks below 28 US dollars, then that's a big signal that we're probably going to come down and possibly test the bottom end of the best buy zone, which is at 26 US dollars. And as you know, we don't want to close any week, particularly any month, below 26 US dollars. No, thank you. A spike down to 25. Yeah, that's cool. That's fine. Kind of par for course, I guess, but you don't want to start closing anywhere down in this area. That's not good. That means we probably head down even further. Okay, so that's really all you need to know for silver. Got to stay above 29 until we get above 31. I'm 99% sure we're in a bull market, but can't give you the 100%. That's pretty much it. Watch out for 28. That is gold, silver. We'll do platinum. Then we'll do some subscriber show and tell. Got to talk about my brand partners as well. Perth Bullion Exchange and Wealthstack. Platinum. Aha. This is the weekly time frame. I remain 80% certain that we will see the best buy zone of anywhere between $900 anywhere down to $750, but I'll say 80% chance we at least hit the top end of the best buy zone at $900 US dollars, because we are below 945 right here and we're in the depressed zone. I still remain depressed for platinum. until we break out of the long-term downtrend line that goes back all the way to February of 2008, until we break above and hold above it for a decent period of time. It's got to be at least for one quarterly, one 3-month candle, at least one 3-month candle. It's got to hold above, and preferably two. Then we're just depressed for platinum. Okay, I do own platinum. Many of you do as well. It is historically low against the other metals. But for now, we're just at the bottom end here. This is the monthly time frame. So technically we've opened green for the month, but it's the second day of the month. And I think it's the first trading day as well. So it means nothing. You could completely, absolutely, again, like Lucy in the football for my American subscribers, it could go like this, 9:45, 9:45, This time, Charlie Brown, I promise I won't let the ball go. And then Lucy lets the ball go. And then Charlie falls flat on his ass. And he goes, like that, okay? So that's why I just remain completely depressed for platinum for the moment. 80% chance we at least hit the top end here. That's at $900. Watch out for two major support areas at 870 and 840, okay? But anywhere in this best buy zone is kind of like your best risk to reward for me personally. You may hate platinum, and that's okay. You may never consider getting into it. That's all right. You do you. For me, if it gets into this zone, I'm really considering getting some more of the physical platinum metal. And particularly if we go down to 750, that seems like a pretty darn good bargain. And the reason being, because it has been a massive line in the sand for a very long time. If we did not have this COVID spike down, if we didn't have COVID, around about here, this just would have continued its new uptrend, in my humble opinion. That's the black swan event, this big dip right there. So if the black swan didn't happen, of course, in hindsight, that's wonderful to say. If this didn't happen, you wouldn't have seen 750 broken. Okay, so that's why it's a good buy down there, down at 750, in my opinion. But I wouldn't wait for 750 personally. Not financial advice, all that stuff. That is gold, silver, platinum. Gold to silver ratio. Actually, quickly with platinum, just for the newbies, until we close above the long-term downtrend line, the thicker yellow line right there, I'm depressed for platinum. Once we get above that downtrend line right there, once we're above that, we'll start talking turkey and start talking, higher prices from here. Let's go. No, nowhere near it. Nowhere near it. Good old Lucy. That's gold, silver, platinum. We'll look at quickly at the gold to silver ratio, and then we'll do the other stuff we're going to do. Here's the gold to silver ratio. It is currently trending up. Look how this amazing TA, good old TNA, and technical analysis too. Look at this. This is the any metals game area right here. And gee, what do you know? Where did we find support at? Isn't it amazing how this is a ratio, okay? This isn't fiat dollar currency. This is a ratio of gold against silver. And yet, still, you find resistance, support, and resistance levels. Now, this would be because, as I mentioned last week, this would be because the gold to silver ratio is actually tradable on platforms. Okay, you can just trade in and out of it pretty quickly. I think you can day trade it as far as I'm aware. So if it's day tradable, then the normal technical analysis kind of rules are going to apply to a certain degree. Are they ever perfect? No, but they will apply to a certain degree, and that's why you find resistance here. You come down, you come up, you find support here. It breaks down. You find support at this area. Okay, so we are trending up in the gold to silver ratio, meaning gold is currently outperforming silver for a little bit longer. I did say watch out for this left shoulder, head, right shoulder, and could go anywhere up to this uptrend, this downtrend line, anywhere up to here. So watch out for a potential head and shoulders pattern on the gold to silver ratio. That would be good if you're a silver holder who wants the gold to silver ratio to go down, because you want to load up more gold later on down the track. So you want to see the head and shoulders pattern playing out if you're pretty much an all silver person. So this really could play out potentially. Left shoulder, head, comes up to here. That would still consider, I would still consider that part of a head and shoulders pattern. If we come up to here, then back down. And this is what you would want to see as a silver holder. Something like either from here or a tick over from here. You want to see that. You want to see that break. If that breaks right there, then we're probably heading down to there. And from there, just so you know, What you really want to see for silver holders is you want to see this knocked out. What I would say, likely if we come down here, you'll probably find it as a bit of support, and then you want to see it knocked out. If that gets knocked out for silver holders, if we do something like this, like that, that's what you would probably see. In my humble non-financial advice opinion, that takes it down to silver's final trapdoor of around about 70. And then the more likely, it's more likely that it'll be taken out eventually. And then what you really want to see is something like, that-ish. And eventually over time, you want to see it go down and down. And watch out for the big level, which I think is at the 50 level, which many people are considering swapping a bunch of their silver for gold. Am I saying it's going to do this? No, I don't know what the gold-silver ratio is going to do. That's just my preferable scenario because I'm pretty much all silver as well. So those are the levels you need to watch out for gold-silver ratio. If it does break back above this uptrend line, uptrends and downtrends. If it does break back above this downtrend line right here, it signals strength that gold is going to continue to outperform silver. Here's gold's final hurdle. Close this on a monthly time frame, and it says, oh yeah, no, gold's still taking its time in the sun, and it's going to spend a bit more time going up against silver. Does that make sense? Good. Did it not make sense? Well, bad luck. That's the gold, silver, platinum prices, and the gold to silver ratio. Get your comments and your queries in, etc. And it's great to see you on a Monday morning, Monday, September the 2nd, 2024. Now, every single Monday, and we'll do subscriber show and tell in just a second, but every single Monday, what you get from Perth Bullion Exchange, perthbullion.com.au, my brand partner and my preferred physical bullion dealer, is you get a weekly special every single week from Perth Bullion Exchange. If you go to perthbullion.com.au, type in special in their box over here and hit search, you'll probably get last week's special, which is probably still up right now, unless they've just changed it. Now, it's about to get changed over in the next probably hour or so. It's going to get changed over. But while it's still up, you can get the Scottsdale stacker round, the 2-ounce stacker round, for the weekly special, $5 off. And then when you buy over a certain amount, you get free shipping at the same time because Perth Bullion Exchange is the only bullion dealer, the only bullion dealer in Australia that offers you free shipping at all. No other bullion dealer offers you free shipping when you buy over a certain amount because they're gutless. And now you know, I'm playing up to that a bit because I've worked for 3 of the major bullion dealers, okay? So I'm not actually calling them gutless, all right? But I'm going to bat for my brand partner here, Perth Bullion Exchange. They stepped up to the bat and said, no, we're going to offer free shipping. First bullion dealer in Australia to offer free shipping when you buy over certain amounts. And you don't even have to buy 20 of these. As long as you have 20 or more of anything in your shopping cart. It could be 2 of this, 3 of this, 7 of that, 5 of that, whatever it is. If you've got 20 or more in your shopping cart, it's instant free shipping, Australia-wide. Almost said worldwide. They don't ship worldwide. Australia only. Australia-wide, express shipping, sign-on delivery, fully insured, all that other stuff that you know and love from other bullion dealers, except for free. Okay, buy a bunch of different stuff, mix and match, 20 or more stuff in your shopping cart, free shipping. It's mental. Plus, that's their weekly special. You'll get another weekly special again in about another hour. This will go away, and their new special, whatever that will be, and that's what it'll be. So type in special up the top there, and you'll see it. Or just go to perthbullion.com.au now and browse away. Because you love the physical metal. Now, if you love the physical metal, but you're not just one of those, if I don't hold it in my hands, I don't own it. If I'm not walking around with it at all times, then I don't own it. If you're someone who also appreciates other forms of stacking, particularly unallocated programs, okay? There's many successful unallocated programs through bullion dealers. Here's another one for you, and this is my other brand partner, Wealthstack, wealthstack.com. It is a phone app which you download on Android or iPhone. So go to wealthstack.com and just hit the Get the App button, and then it'll take you to the various ones that it's Android or Apple for you. You download the app. It is free to join. It's an account, and you can save, invest, and transact in physical gold. Okay, so it is 100% real gold, and you, in return, what you get. Instead of just getting an email saying, yes, customer, you now have X amount of ounces at our bullion dealers unallocated program. that's good. And look, if you know and trust the bullion dealer, of course, that's fine. And you know, many bullion dealers that I've worked for have unallocated programs. Just buy from them if you want. But if you want that little extra, if you want cheaper fees and if you want extra security, extra knowledge that it is, you know, real physical metal, etc., with Wealthstack.com, you get issued a blockchain-based token as well. It's just as your receipt of claim, okay? Nothing to do with crypto and all that sort of stuff, okay? This is an unallocated gold program, save and invest in real physical gold, but you get the added benefit of a blockchain-based token, which you say, this is my immutable claim of my ownership of this gold. You own the actual gold. This doesn't go into a pool of metal or anything like that. You're not in a pool where you're sharing it with everyone else. No, you get the gold which is owned to you, the fraction of the gold, okay, whatever it is. And when I talk about fraction, you don't have to buy 1 ounce of gold. You can buy a minimum of $10 worth of gold, okay? And then you get the blockchain-based token right there as your receipt of claim. And it is absolutely no storage fees. It is backed by one of, and legally they can't say the name of it yet. I do know the name of the big wholesaler storage facility. It's one of the largest ones in the world. They're just trying to cross their T's, dot their I's. Hey, can we actually say a name? Is that cool? And there's going back and forth with that. They're one of the biggest in the world. LBMA backed gold, of course, London Bullion Metal Exchange, the LBMA thing, as you know. And there's no transfer fees. If you want to buy something with gold, let's say you're buying a car, you're buying you buy whatever. If you want to pay in gold, all you do is you get them, the other person, to download the Wealthstack account. So if they have a Wealthstack account and you do, you can send them gold for free. No transaction fees on that. And to buy gold, it's spot plus 1%. Pause for effect. Spot plus 1%. To buy a minimum of $10 of gold, which is physically backed by real metal. Yep, okay, so that's number one. Number two, very soon they'll be offering silver and platinum as well. This is they're a brand new company. They'll be offering silver and platinum. So when that comes on board, I know a lot of you who have already set up a Wealthstack account you've probably bought some gold already. You're going to be loading up on your silver as well. But they will be offering a debit card right here. So you can tap your phone, tap the physical card when you get it, and spend in your gold, in your silver, in your platinum as well. So I highly recommend you download the app, have a play around, see if you like the dashboard and the way it works. Of course, if you want to buy, you've got to put in your ID and all that kind of stuff like you would with any other kind of thing, right? So that is wealthstack.com. They're coming up with a whole bunch of how-to videos of how to use the app, etc. The best way to do it, though, is to go to wealthstack.com, go all the way down to the bottom and click on the frequently asked questions link. Read all the frequently asked questions. It'll give you everything you need to know about the fees, about can I redeem it for physical gold? Yes, you can. You will be able to redeem it. Not right now. That's not in place. But you will be able to redeem for real physical metal very soon, probably later on towards the end of this year. All those frequently asked questions, check it out. And we'll be doing a lot more talking about Wealthstack. We spoke to the CEO a few weeks ago. If you want to check that out, you can see my interview with David Ski, the CEO of Wealthstack.com. On my channel, so just go find it on the channel. It's really easy, and we'll talk to some of the other people maybe who work in there as well, and that's pretty much it. Wealthstack.com, they are awesome. Okay, funky people, let's do some subscriber show and tell. This is brought to you by Jason Ashworth, one of my lovely subscribers down here, and I'll answer your questions just after we do subscriber show and tell. If you have your own subscriber show and tell, send it to gmstackers@gmail.com. gmstackers@gmail.com. Send me anything. Send me a question you have. Send me an interesting chart that you saw. Send me a request for me to take a live look at a stock, a crypto, whatever, some kind of whatever, a live look at a ticker. And I'll do it live on air. And I love doing that stuff. I've done it a number of times now. So do that. But if you want to send me a picture of your stack or something that you found or something that you dug out of the ground, if you're doing prospecting, whatever, send me an image and give me your permission to spread it all over the internet as we're doing right now. And I'll do it just like we're doing right now for Jason Ashworth. Send me an email. I'll read out the email, then I'll show you the pictures. So really appreciate it, Jason. Let me just read this out very quickly. I won't show you the thing because I don't want to give away any kind of information. Hey, Joe, thought I would share some pics of part of my stack I was tidying up. Oh, mate, my rounds and small bars. Thanks for the show. See you Monday. Have a good Father's Day tomorrow. Oh, happy Father's Day to everyone yesterday. Regards, Jason Ashworth. We're going to show, this is just part of Jason's stack as he was I'm just doing a little bit of tidying up. Just tidying up, and I found a couple of things in down the bottom of the couch right here. Let's check it out. I'll share the screen right here. I'll show you the big pile. Let's go. That's cool. All right, here we go. Share the screen, people. So this is not that one, you son of a gun. Here we go. Here is Jason Ashworth's partial part of his stack. So very cool indeed. Let's have a look here. Let's see how close we can get in. It's like it's like that old 80s television show where I see Jane, I see John, I see Malcolm. So I see an American Silver Eagle. We've got maples right there. What's that one? Oh, what's that? Can someone tell me what that is? I want to know what that is. That's got a compass on it. Does that have a compass on it? What is that? I should know probably. Someone tell me what that is. That's cool. Look at all this. We've got some kind of, that's the dragon one. Just your regular kind of ABC rounds, your eagles again. Look at this. You've got rabbits. This is just part of your little stack. This is cool. Thanks for sharing this, Jason. This is really nice. Just kangaroos right there. Very cool. That looks like a casino chip or something, that one right there. That's wicked. And you've got a tube of something going on in there. Nice. You've got that's the Michael Archangel bar, I think it is, the 1 ounce bar. Did you buy that from Perth Bullion Exchange, perthbullion.com.au? I think you may have. Right here. And so what's up? That's cool. And there's another picture to show. Oh, great. Look at this. A little bit better. Missouri Bell Casino, 1 ounce chip round. That's so cool. Look at this. We've got the elephant round. Yes, the wildlife one. Very cool indeed. A koala. What koala is? That's not a Perth mint koala, I'll tell you that much. Is it? Unless it's the 2024. I haven't seen the 2024 design. Let's see. Yeah, maples, your cooks. Oh, look at that, mama. That is beautiful. What a great stack. And that and a couple of that stuff. That's cool, Jason. Thank you very much for showing. That is wicked. Some kind of Aztec thing going on there. Man, my stack is boring compared to yours. So I have some good stuff, but man, it looks like my stack's kind of boring to yours. So that is from Jason Ashworth. Thank you so much, mate. I appreciate it. Once again, send me an email, gmstackers@gmail.com, if you want to share any or part of your stack as well. Some subscriber show and tell. Finally, we'll do some questions and comments if we have any, and we'll get out of here. Living Adamman says, I've got some of the Scottsdale 2 ounce stackers. I think they have the 5 ounce too. Yes, there is a 5 ounce version as well. I think Perth Bullion Exchange have the 5 ounce too. CT says, by the way, I missed a show last week and was pleased. Oh, the chat is not, and was pleased that the chat is not available on replay. I thought that was a good thing. Oh, interesting. I've got it. The chat should be available. I don't know why it shouldn't be. It should be. Good morning, says Kevin. Great to see you. Good morning, GMS. Do we have time to take a look at Sun Silver SS1? So this is you know what? Yeah, I think we do. I'll take a quick look at Sun Silver SS1. If that's a live request to do, yeah, I've probably got a little bit of time. Let's see right here. Living Adam says, I'll need to see the Brumby closer than you, Australian Brumby. It almost looked like a unicorn. Okay, but I guess it's the back ear. Very good. Interesting. CT says, US market on holiday tomorrow. Oh, it's Labor Day. All right. Interesting. So a bit of a slower market in the next 24 hours or so. Okay. Tony Pearson says, Koala series. Yes, it is. Koala series is becoming more popular to collect the whole set these days. Yes, because everyone was all about the cooks, and the poor old koalas is like, hey, what about me? What about me, guys? I'm just sitting in my tree. Yes, and they are becoming more popular now to collect it. It's not fully there yet, but later on, yeah, I do agree with that, Tony. Let's see. Living Adamant says, I bought the silver top. Yep, I bought the silver top in 2011 too. We're in new waters. Yes, that's the thing. We're in new waters now, even though the price is the same as 2011. So this is for Australian stackers. And if my international subscribers, US stackers, if you have no idea what I'm talking about, if you bought the top in 2011, and my lovely Yankee Stackers, I wonder if Yankee Stacker will ever come on this show. You never know. Hey, reach out to Yankee Stacker, everyone. Reach out to Yankee Stacker on YouTube and say, hey, there's this great new show, morning show, Good Morning Stackers. You should go on there. You should at least pop in on the live chat if it gets a chance. Anyway, for you American stackers, if you bought the top in 2011, you haven't broken even. Okay, you're still not up there if your average cost was around about there. But in a lot of other places around the world, our foreign currency has been weakening against your currency, and so we're actually seeing new all-time highs in our currency. So that's why people who bought the top in 2011 at 50 American dollars was around about 50 Australian dollars at the time, but we've seen a weakening in the Australian dollar against the US dollar. Therefore, our price has been going up and up, and so we're at still around about your 44, 46 Australian dollar level. So we're kind of already back up to it. And of course, if given premium as well, if you want to sell right now, you can actually sell some of your stuff for more than what you bought for, even if you bought it back at the very top of the market in 2011. So yes, we're kind of evening out right now. In the process, as you say, supply and economic collapse is imminent and people want to take control. I definitely know people want to take more control of their money. Watching Joe at the moment bring myself up a little. That's good to know. Let's see. You could get... I bought a koala with the Queen on the obverse on Friday. Hadn't seen one in a while. There you go. Right there. Living Edelman says, I love the new Brumby. Was checking it out this morning. Yes, okay. Right. So, questions, comments. Oh, chat isn't available. Oh, chat is not available. What? What do you mean chat's not available? Hang on a second. Of course the chat's available because you're in the chat. But you mean after the fact. I'll have to change that. I'll have to make the live chat always replayable. I don't know why it's not. It should be. Okay. Tony Peterson says, I love Tim on Yankee Stacker. He's a wealth of knowledge. Tony, if anyone wants to reach out to Yankee Stacker, big channel. But, hey, mention, hey, check out Good Morning Stackers. It might be a fun one to jump on. And I can do live interviews and things as well now as well. So, hey, I'd love to chat to Yankee Stacker. Let's see. Let's do that one. Tony Pearson says the compass coin, the one with the compass on it that we looked at on Jason Ashworth's subscriber show and tell, is the Kings of Pirate 2 ounce. Nice. It's beautiful. Okay. Yes, Kevin asked for a chart at Sun Silver SS1, please, Joe. Okay, let's do that really quickly. We're going to do Sun Silver SS1 live look, and I've got my... Hello, 3-year-old. Hello. Bye. Excuse me. Excuse me. I love you. Bye. Bye-bye. Yeah. He's going to come back in. No. There we go. I love it. Don't you love live stuff? That was my youngest boy. Okay, that was Wyatt. Let's see. Let's take a look at Sun Silver SS1. Okay, we'll take a quick live look. Let's do that. So, share the screen. SS1. What is Sun Silver? Post a comment below. SS1. Sun Silver Limited on the ASX. Okay, so it's obviously going to be a mining stock of some kind. So let's take a look. We'll add that. And we're going to take a live look at SS1. Here we go. Sun Silver. Oh, hello. Whoa, hello. That's why you want me to take a look at it. This is on the daily time frame. Woo, Mama Cass. Priced in Australian dollars at 66 Australian cents. Okay, so, is this a new play? This only goes back to May. Yowza. Okay, so this is the daily time frame. Can someone post, whoever it was that asked for the ask for this particular thing? Can you tell me a bit more about what Sun Silver is? Is it a new play? because look at this chart, it's brand new. It only goes back to there, or is it just listed on the? Well, obviously, it's just listed on the Australian Stock Exchange. But tell me more about the company. Is it a brand new? Is it an exploration company? What is it? I want to know more about the fundamentals. But let's take a look. Yeah, okay, this is the daily time frame. This is the weekly time frame. This just so reminds me, because I've been in crypto for a long time, since 2013. This reminds me of like a crypto launch type deal where you have the initial hype and then the sell-off, and then all the people go, oh, no, you don't. Oh, that's a good point. Wow. Okay. Sun Silver. Let's go back to the daily time frame. And let's take a look. What I normally do with my live looks, obviously I do some quick stuff. I use some support and resistance lines, some trend lines, some Fibonacci, and that's probably about it. So let's take a look at some key levels. Very key level, you can see around about there-ish. Do I call it there, or will I call it there? Let's call it about there. It's about right. So that's at about 58 cents. Okay, so we're above that line. Yeah, another key level would be around here. I'm just going to put in these levels just in case we end up going down for some reason. Okay, so around about there-ish is about right at about 40 cents, call it. So, 40 cents, 60 cents-ish, something like that. And obviously this level right here, which was the spike. Okay, so let's take a look at some trendline analysis. This is very interesting. I want to know more. Please tell me more right now about Sun Silver. Okay, there we go, right there. Very clear. How clear is this stuff, man? It's so clear. And then we broke out of it. Okay, very clear. Okay, horizontal, there you go. Broke out. Have not even had a retest. Showing some strength in this market right here. And we need to get over this hurdle here, obviously. So that's at 75 Australian cents right there. We got to get over there. Let's do a quick bit of Fibonacci. Did we find any resistance? So we'll take it from this high and this low. Gee, what do you know? Right here. So this high and this low, where did we find a little bit of resistance at? We found it at, have I spoken to you about it before? Yes, I have. Am I being a little bit braggadocious? Yes, I am. Sorry. My apologies. From this high and this low, and I will get rid of the horizontal lines just for a second. Gee, what do you know? We found some resistance at the 0.786 level right there. That would be the level to say that you would want to climb and hold over in order to say we are going to make a play for the all-time high and then very likely higher from there. So we did find resistance here. And again, bear in mind, this is on the daily time frame. This is a brand new stock. Again, May the 15th, just this year. Okay, so we saw that move from, where are we, about 40 cents all the way up to 75 cents, back down to 40 cents. And we ranged here when we eventually found this definite low right there of that 40 cent level, double bottom if you want to call it that, back above. Did not find any kind of resistance, didn't find any kind of, we broke out and didn't come back to test. That's quite positive, as you can see. 786 is the current line in the sand. Okay, and we're on the daily time frame at 66 Australian cents right there. If we start closing days above there, if we close days, not spikes, we start closing a day above here at 68 Australian cents right there. We start closing days above there. Very positive that we would, it's a very positive sign. Almost guaranteed, nothing's a guarantee, they would see at least a test of the all-time high of 75 cents in Australian dollar terms. Then, if that's the case, let's look at potential extensions from here. Again, you got to take into account this is a brand new listing as well. And when you have brand new listings, you can tend to have more volatile, explosive kind of moves. So the next main level would be here at 97 Australian cents. You can call that comfortably your $1 psychological value. Okay, so that really coincides. So watch out for the psychological value of being an area which you may want to take some profits. For example, if the person who requested this particular stock, if you bought the low down here at 40 cents and it goes up to $1, my complete I don't do financial advice, but what many people would say that you would do at this, if you buy it at around about 40 cents, 50 cents, and it doubles in price, you may want to consider selling half of your stack at the doubling. So you are, as they call, you then, not free ranging, free riding, you're free rolling, okay? So you bought a bunch down here, sell half on double, and then you've recouped your initial investment, and then you've got, this is just play money, right? It's just all of its profit from then on out. You don't want to take the risk and then go, oh, it's going to go higher, it's going to go higher, and then it goes blip, 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 okay? Because something happens, the CEO dies, or there's a big scandal or whatever. Take your profits. I've got to learn to take my profits too, people. So I'm telling you as a reminder to me, take your profits. So if you bought anywhere down here, anywhere below here, and it gets to that $1 mark, you want to take some profits, okay? So that might be an area of the psychological value. The next other areas to look out for, based on this high and this low, is the 2.618 Fibonacci is at $1.32, and the 4.236 at $1.80. Yeah, those are kind of the next major ones to look out for. So if you like, you can pause this video right now or go back and watch the replay and pause it later on. Do that, it's probably an easier thing. And just look out for those levels. You want to see this 0.786 level at 68 Australian cents broken and closed the day. Close a day, not a spike, a day. The thing, though, I need to warn you about, on the opposite end of this opinion, because it's looking positive, but on the opposite end, on the relative strength index on the daily time frame, we've already gone to the top end of the normal range, and we are trending at the moment. Could break down from here, but we're trending at the moment into the extremely overvalued or extremely overbought territory on the relative strength index. You can spend bunches of days up there. So that's, you could spend days and days and days, up in here, which could propel it potentially to that 97 cent a dollar kind of area. But once you get up in here, it will tick over. Obviously, because it's an oscillator, it ticks over at some point, and then you will come back and down into this range. And at some point in this stock's life, on the daily time frame, it will tick over. I don't know whether it'll be here, but eventually it will spend time. It could be months from now, but it will spend time in extremely undervalued, okay? Extremely oversold or extremely undervalued for this stock. So some people might decide to do the following. They go, well, look, looks like there's room to go. If we break this 0.786, if we hold above 68 cents, that's looking positive. I might take the shorter term trade and get in around here. I'm not saying to do any of this. I'm just talking about some fictitious person who says, I might get in around about, after this confirmation of the 0.786, I might get in, or maybe I might even wait till we break the all-time high, which says that, we're in price discovery. So I might, wait, buy at 75 cents, sell it around about $1. I've made a, 25% kind of move. That's great. And eventually we'll tick over. And I'm not going to buy back in until we're back, down here in the extremely oversold or undervalued range. That might be someone's play. Might not be mine, might not be yours. But those are the levels. That's looking really good. I want to know more about it, and I'll check the comments now. Tell me more about Sun Silver, what it is. Tell me about its fundamentals, and then we will get out of here. But just do know we are trending into extremely oversold, extremely overvalued, extremely overbought, or extremely overvalued on the daily time frame, okay? So that's the daily. What you could then, you could spend some time back in here, find a support level. So, for example, on the relative strength index, this is the daily time frame, okay? Because this is a really new listing, all right? So there's your rough support level. What do you know? Look at that on the relative strength index. We had a resistance level on the relative strength index on the daily time frame. No. Broke out above, retested it, okay? And then a fast move. Great. So it's looking positive. Just got to hold above that 68 cent level, I would say. Close any day above 68 and you're looking positive for this particular thing. Whatever this damn thing is. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it does. I'm guessing it's some kind of mining, silver mining exploration, something like that. But look on the weekly time frame. The weekly, this is the weekly, man. You're just trending up at the moment. So you've never spent any time on the daily time frame in extremely overvalued. Of course, that means you've never spent any time, nowhere near any time in extremely overvalued on the weekly time frame. So this has some room to move. Now, this depends, of course, on what the miners in general are going to be doing against the SPX, not the SPX, the Australian Stock Exchange Index, and also the precious metals itself, the spot. But gee, it looks interesting. It looks very interesting. So thanks for posting that. That is Sun Silver. I'll read your final comments about it. Nakas says, looks interesting, SS1. Yeah, it does. I think, just out of interest, I am going to keep a good look on that. Let me just pop a little, I'm going to pop that in my blue thing. Pop a little blue mark on that. That looks interesting. Ooh, okay. Things are getting hot in the market at the moment, aren't they? Let's see. That's a great tip, Joe. No worries. You are welcome. I don't know what that tip was, but Kevin Lou says, fantastic advice. Thank you. Sell on double. Sell half on double. You don't have to sell half on double. Do what you want, man. Do what you want. But, sell a portion on, double. But, sell half on double. See where it goes. Get your money back, because then you're free riding, right? Not financial advice. So here we go. So this is Kevin asked for this. The IPO, so the initial something offering was 20 cents. There is a lot of promo on this stock. Okay. And a lot of information if you Google. A lot of promo. Be aware of there's lots of promo. Depends what you mean by promo. If there's just a lot of organic talk about it, good. If you're talking there's ads on Hot Copper. Hot Copper is the Australian Stock Exchange forum that everyone goes to, Hot Copper, hotcopper.net or something. It's a really old one. It's the forum where everyone goes and talks about Australian stocks, Hot Copper. So if you're seeing like paid ads on Hot Copper for this, if that's what you mean by promo, okay. But if it's just general, this thing, they found this and they found this, okay. I'd like to know more. Kevin, if you don't mind, can you send me an email? Kevin, send me an email, please, at gmstackers@gmail.com, gmstackers@gmail.com, please. Kevin, tell me more about it. Give me more info about this, because I would like to look into it myself, please. Thank you. Let's see. The Big Cheese says, engaged in exploration, Nevada, USA. Oh, okay, few projects. This is SS1, Sun Silver, yet they're on the Australian Stock Exchange. Okay. Okay, so, interesting. So they own the silver mine in US Nevada. The two big announcement last week pushed the share price from 42 to 69. And today there is a major announcement. I believe it will move beyond 70 cents. Interesting. So there is another major announcement coming. Okay, be aware of announcements. Just be aware of announcements. Okay, the selling on the news events. Just be aware of that. I would wait for confirmation above that 68 cents, preferably the all-time high. Preferably, because that means it could go, again, really new stock. So let's see. Jason Ashworth says, morning, sorry I'm late, been getting my Bluey fix. I also too got my Bluey fix this morning, but I didn't get the silver proof. I went to the post office and they didn't have any of the silver proofs or the coloured stuff. But I got a couple of those little, the more circulating, the uncirculated coins, but the $1 things. Let's see. SS1 was listed on I'm going backwards in the comments, by the way. SS1 was listed on the ASX in May 24th. The company is an exploration company and a pure silver play. Fantastic. That's what we'd love to see. I would not... SS1 seems like a great investment. We don't give investment advice here. So that is just one commenter's opinion. That is probably it. I had one question. It would be so great. Oh, thank you. It would be so great if you could appear on Joe's live Yankee Stacking. And you and Tim have heaps of fans in Oz. Yes, you do. Including myself. Hi, everyone. Hi, Joe. Says Yankee Stacking. That's hilarious. Okay. Well, hello, Yankee Stacking. Great to see you. Would you like to be on the show? Is this the Yankee Stacking? If it is, hey, great to see you. I'd love for you to be on the show. We'll do we do the synchronized slurp, so you could bring your evening beverage, and we do our synchronized slurp together. And we just have a good old chat about the market and all that stuff. That is fantastic. Yeah, that's where maybe Joe said Yankee Stacking 3 times, so then he appears. It's like Yankee Stacking's like Beetlejuice. That's hilarious. So great to see you, Yankee Stacking. Well, let's have a chat. Send me an email, Yankee Stacking, if you get a chance. gmstackers@gmail.com, gmstackers@gmail.com, and I'm going to get out of here. That's the hour show. I try to keep it around about an hour. That has been Good Morning Stackers, your week daily live show with me, Joe Main. Again, you know all that stuff about me. Worked in the bullion industry for 11 years, been a stacker for longer than that. And as you know, I worked for 3 major bullion dealers in Australia and Yankee Stacking, out of interest. Yeah, out of interest, just so you know who the hell I am and people can tell you who I am. I was the one who launched and grew Bullion Now's YouTube channel. So if you're familiar with Bullion Now, Yankee Stacking, they've got about 25,000 subscribers right now. And I was the guy who made all their videos from day one until I left the company, all those epic unboxings and the fake versus real videos, the gold bars and all that stuff, the ones that have had nearly 1 million views. That was all me. I was behind the camera. And sometimes in front of the camera too. That was me. Then I worked for Ainslie Bullion. I worked for Goldstackers as well. So I've been around for a while. So we should have a chat. I reckon we should. That'd be great. That is it, people. We are going to get out of here. We're going to dance it out as we normally do. Let's see. I'll do that and I will do that. That has been Good Morning Stackers for Monday, September the 2nd, 2024. You will get your next one tomorrow morning, where I will be announcing some point this week. It didn't happen today. I will be announcing some point this week the membership program. I didn't get it all, my ducks in a row. But as you know, the membership program is coming. This will always be free. I'll always do this. You're getting the membership program as well, which will include ridiculously good discounts from Perth Bullion Exchange, perthbullion.com.au, my preferred physical bullion dealer. And of course, if you want to buy unallocated gold, go to Wealthstack, wealthstack.com. Let's dance it out, my funky, funky people. This has been
Good Morning Stack. Oh yeah, we're feeling fine.
Daggy dancing time. All right, please grab your.
Grab a tasty beverage.
Let's do
Get
the
in the groove. Synchronised.
3,
Now
2,
we're on the move.
1, go. Thanks for watching, people. Stay safe, stay informed, keep stacking. Have a great day. See you tomorrow.